So, buddies, shall we start the discussion of RTP? RTP means we are not just going to discuss simply saying the answer. No, no, no. We'll discuss the question, answer, how to present the descriptive question, what you will write in the first para, how will you present for the descriptive. For the MCQ, say the question is from essay 200. I will sum up or revise that particular concept of 200. Are we okay? If okay, come on, give me a ready message. No. Come on, come on, come on. Ready, 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 ready. So get ready, guys. Let's start. Here. I hope you can see. This is the latest RTP which our ICA has released. So I'll keep the explanation in English. Okay. Because our exam is in English, but if you want to clarify some doubts, I will explain in Tamil or Malayalam, which I know. Share it. So guys, let's bash. Come on. And so as you are aware, 30 mark is MCQ for the exam and 70 mark is descriptive. Okay, I know few of you are writing the exam for the first time in this. So for them, I'm saying 30 mark MCQ and 70 mark is descriptive. In the MCQ itself, two varieties are there. One is integrated MCQ, case study model followed by question. Second is usual MCQ. Whenever you get the integrated MCQ, always try to read from the back. Back means from question, read above. Did you understand? So can we directly go to the questions? Okay. Okay. Now, and so we will revise the concept also. Whatever question comes, that particular concept I'll revise fast. Okay. Now, the previous auditors, Veer and Co, did not reply to the communication of Mohan and Associates, which fundamental principles of professional ethics is not followed by them. Now, come on, guys. We are here to study also, revise also. Now, fundamental principles are issued by, can someone say who has issued the fundamental principles? Fundamental principles are issued by a board. Very good. It's called as ISBA, International Ethical Standard Board of Accountants. How many fundamental principles are there? How many fundamental principles? 5 principles are there. And I will ask you which principle can you say? I will say example, you say which principle? Knowingly I gave a false report. Knowingly I gave a false report. Which principle I'm violating? It has to be fast. Integrity. You're violating integrity. You are like biased, under the influence. Which fundamental principles you are violating? You're violating the objectivity. Now, you are not replying when someone is asking. You are not responding. You are lacking what? Failing to reply, failing to respond. This is called as professional behavior. You don't advise the client on applicability of an accounting standard or to prepare the consolidated financial. Which principle is violated? You're failing to advise. Right? It's your duty to advise. If you don't advise, you are professional competence. And which one did I leave off? Can someone say which principle? Very good. Confidentiality. So these are the 5 fundamental principles. All these are there in chapter 11. Now, can you come back to the question? Did not reply to the communication. If someone is asked, the previous auditor asked, you have to reply. So which fundamental principle you have violated? Can you say the option A, B, C, D? Objectivity, integrity, professional behavior, professional competence. Answer is directly professional behavior. But I'll say something. Usually I say in class, failing to advise is professional competence. If you don't advise the client, you are failing in professional competence. Failing to respond, failing to reply is professional behavior. Did you understand that? Failing to advise is competence, failing to respond is professional behavior. Did I have one clear? Can I proceed to two? No. Can we proceed to two? Life is a race. Run, 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 run. Next one. The auditor did not carry out other audit procedure to justify management treatment of the said tax matters under the appeal in FS. What is lacking on the part of the auditor in such situation? What is lacking? Can you answer? Is it professional skepticism, objectivity, integrity, or behavior? Yeah. First one answer I didn't highlight. Yeah, that's it. Let us see. Here, objectivity means you are influenced, biased. Here you are not influenced, just that you believe them, you are not carrying out the procedure. So it's not objectivity. You're not giving any false report, just that you're believing them and not carrying out the procedure. It's not that you're failing to respond or failing to, it's not your behavioral part. It is professional skepticism. But can we revise what is skepticism? Can you say the keyword? Again, chapter 11 only. Skepticism is an attitude of dash mind. What mind? Skepticism is an attitude of, yeah, you can say doubtful or questioning mind. Meaning you have to be dash. Very good. You have to be being alert to the facts, circumstances. Meaning not to accept prima facie. You have to perform audit procedure, not to accept inappropriate evidence, assumptions, etc. Here you are accepting the management without doing other procedures. You are failing in professional skepticism. There are two words. Can someone guide? Professional skepticism, which we discussed now. One more thing is there. Professional judgment. Auditor shall use his judgment in accounting estimates, going concern. That's right. APJ. Auditor's professional judgment. That's right. That's right. That's right, girls. Boys. But if two, okay. Why are you waiting? Say three, no. Moon. Okay. Now, Mr. A requested to provide accounting and bookkeeping services to Simi Private Limited. Identify the type of threat to independence that may be involved in accepting such engagement. Adaba, let's revise. Again, this is chapter 11 only. Okay. You guys are saying the answer. Can I revise? Can you give me? Your answer is perfectly fine. Okay. Independence has two interlinked perspectives. Can you say? What are the two interlinked perspectives of independence? Independence should be there in mind and independence should be there in appearance. Irfana, mind, appearance. Is it and or? It is. And. Both you should follow. Right. And now there are how many threats affecting independence? How many threats are there? 5 threats are there. Now again, I will ask you example. You say which threat? Close business relationship with the client. Listen and say, you didn't listen. Guys, Makle, cello. I said close business relationship. A business relationship means money, 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 money. So it is money related, financial. So it is self-interest. If I cancel that business, close relationship with the client, like it is your relative or a close friend, then it would have been familiarity. And once it is a business, it is money. I have designed the information system and I do the audit for the company. Information system means accounting system, and I do the audit. Which threat? Very good. Self-review threat. Client is prohibiting you, debarring you, prohibiting you from rendering the services. Intimidation threat. But one threat I left off as usual. Which one was that? Advocacy threat. That's right. So here you are providing accounting services, and if you are doing the audit also, then which threat will be there? You reviewing your work. So answer you have already said it is self-review threat. You have already said the answer. So as I said, this session main intention is not just to say the answer, but to revise. Can we go to the next? I'll give you break after, break means rest after MCQ. Next one. Mr. Raj is confident that investment made by him is completely secure and there is no risk of any loss. Select the correct statement in this regard. Very easy question. Can you say the answer? Ajay, that's very easy. Answer is, absolute. Audit doesn't provide you absolute assurance. Audit provides you only reasonable assurance. It is not a guarantee. So answer is B. But when you think of this, chapter 1, till now I think it is chapter 11. Now chapter 1, which essay comes to your mind? Essay 200. In that, two things will come to your mind. And when you hear about this, two things will come to your mind in essay 200. Can you say what are the two things which will come to your mind? One, objective of auditing. Second, inherent limitations of audit. Two things will come to your mind. In objective, we say we are providing only reasonable assurance. Reasonable means it's a high level, not absolute, nor guarantee. In inherent limitations of audit, there is a point. Can someone say which point in inherent limitations here they have referred? 5 points are there. Nature of financial reporting, nature of audit procedure, audit is not an investigation, timeliness of audit, cannot predict future. Which point? Rudra, not that Kuta. See, completely secure. Completely secure, meaning audit is not an investigation. No. Completely means it's like 100% examination. Very good. Audit is not an investigation. Now, if a descriptive question is asked about this, instead of MCQ, if it is a descriptive, from essay 200, these points have to write. It's not nature of financial reporting, Nitya. Did you understand this? Can we go to the last one? Last one. Mr. A was preparing the documents and audit file in physical paper form, believing that it is compulsory to do so. Is A's understanding correct? Identify the correct statement regarding the form of an audit file. Hey, which chapter, which essay? Chapter 6, essay, audit documentation, essay 230. Audit documentation can be kept in which form? It can be either in paper form, electronic form, any form. So, is it A or C? Very good. Here it is and here it is or. It can be in either form, any form. So answer is C. So guys, regarding audit documentation should be maintained in paper or physical form that we said. It should be assembled on a dash basis. Come on, it should be assembled on a timely basis, meaning not more than how many days? 60 days. Then it should be maintained for how many years? 7 years. Now comes the twist. Assume we are not maintaining for 7 years or it is not assembled. It's a mark on dash of the firm. Those who have studied, they would say. If there is no proper documentation, it's a mark on. Very good. Mark on quality control of the firm. Exactly. So if no proper documentation, it shows that quality control of the firm is weak. SQC1. So guys, you should remember one thing. We didn't read the case study at all. Did you observe that? We directly came to the question, discussed and finished. You observed? Sure. Now, individual MCQ, only 3 numbers are there. After that, I'll give you 2 minutes rest. So can we proceed? Give me a proceed. No, proceed. Hello. Proceed, please. Okay. While auditing Happy Private Limited, M reviews a large number of invoices collected by the audit team. However, noticing that only a few have third-party confirmation, M reminds the team that simply more document does not ensure strong evidence and explain that reliability or quality matters also. M is trying to explain what? He's trying to talk about reliability and quality. And then he's talking about the quantity also more. So what? Sufficiency related to quality, appropriateness. Come on. Which is what? Sufficiency is the quantity, appropriateness is the quality. Can you say where we study this? Where? Sufficiency refers to not exactly in 200. Shweta? Very good. In essay 500 we study. Sufficiency means quantity. Appropriateness nacha quality. Whereas sufficiency is affected by 3 factors. Can someone support? Sufficiency means quantity of evidence. It's affected by 3 factors. Risk of material misstatement, materiality, one more. Size of population. Quality is affected by 2 factors. RR, relevance and reliability of evidence. Anyway, we are revising, no? Risk of material misstatement, essay. 315. Risk of material misstatement, Kritika 315 kuta. It has 2 component. Inherent riskum. I'm revising 315. Inherent riskum, control riskum. Materiality is essay. 320. Population we study in Population you study in essay 530. Sandra 530 gota, 520 is analytical. Okay. So can we, answer is B. Can we proceed? That's okay. Can we proceed to next? 7. As per essay 560, how sweet of ICIC they themselves said essay number, etc. When the date of auditor's report, but before the date of FS are issued, a fact becomes known to the auditor. Had it been known to the auditor on the date of audit report, that might have caused the auditor to amend. Auditor shall. And what is essay 560, by the way? Subsequent events. And what is subsequent events? Events occurring between FS date and between what date? Audit report date. Now, it also includes the fact which become known to the auditor after audit report date if it is significant. This is subsequent events first. Between your FS date 31st March and between your audit report date. After audit report has been given, that is also subsequent events. Here, audit report is already given. You came to know a fact which is very significant. What will you do? Can you say? Modify the opinion. You have already given your report. Rudra already given the report. Okay. Varsha, you're saying correctly. You will ask the management not to circulate. But let's see what is the option here. Will you withdraw from the engagement and disclaim the opinion? You can't withdraw like that. Notify shareholders directly. Financials are not being issued to the users. So financial is not issued to the users. It's only with the management. So what? Answer is B. See, with whom the financials are? With the management. Auditor's report is with management. It is not issued to the users. Now, can I change the answers? Change the question. What if after it is issued to the users? Which is the option? If the question I changed, after it is issued to the users, users already got the report. Users then how would you change the answer? Can you say? Very good. Then you will notify the users not to rely on your report. So can we go to the last MCQ? With that over. Did you notice something? All these things in the RTP till now we discussed was relating to standards. Did you observe? Last question, I guess it is from bank audit. Can you read? Supriya has taken a loan from the bank by pledging her NSC, which is eligible for surrender. The loan account shows no sign of repayment delay and the bank confirms that adequate margin is available. However, the loan has become technically overdue. How the bank will classify this account? NSC. There is a provision. If the advance is secured by NSC, National Savings Certificate, KVP, Kisan Vikas Patra, IVP, Indira Vikas Patra, and all these are securities of whom? Whose security is it? Jaganya, whose security is it? Central government security. Once it is guaranteed by central government or either central government security, provided there is adequate margin. Margin means Assume loan amount is 10 lakh. Security amount more or lesser? Loan amount assume 10 lakh. Security amount more or lesser? Security amount should be more. Say 20 lakhs. The difference is margin. Provided you have margin, central government guarantee, central government security, it won't be dash. If it is guaranteed by central government or backed by central government security, it won't be NPA. Sundar, so it won't be NPA. So, can you say which is the answer? It must be classified as NPA. Account should not be classified since margin is available. Should be written off completely. Depends upon borrower's history. So, answer is B. Now, assume instead of NSE, it was some company's shares. Then the answer would have been, instead of NSE, it was some company's shares. Then the answer would have been A. Since it is central government security, it is B. NSE is, you study in ATC deductions, right? ATC deduction, NSE, chapter 6A. And with that, we have winded up what? MCQ. Can you reply? All the MCQ are okay? Hello? So, as you know, I was saying, the provisions also, and yeah, most those who people have attended the last sessions, whenever I take class, Malayalam or Tamil, whatever it is fine. But when it comes to revision, I always feel it should be in English. Why? Because our exams are also in English. It's my personal advice when you study also, when you read aloud or when you study yourself for the exam, try to say the auditing subjects in English. Don't say it in your own language because keywords won't come. So guys, take rest for 2 minutes. The time up. Go back. Let's start with the descriptive. Okay, and also, yeah, descriptive. See, descriptive, I will say how to present and I will make you say the answer. Let me know what the answer is. I will say how to present. Okay, chapter number 1. And chapter number 1 is nature, objective, scope of audit. Can someone say which is the essay in that chapter? Only one essay, which is essay 200. Other topics I'm not saying. So, see, this is a big question. Question itself is this much. See? In your exam paper, it will be like half page. Whenever a big question comes, it's just a advice. If possible, read from the, you don't know, read from the last sentence. It will have the main crux. See? These matters were brought to the attention of management. However, management argued that these falls outside the scope of auditor's responsibility. Whether contention of the management is correct. Okay. I'm not saying the answer because I wanted you to guess out. So you read this. Now you read above. Many associates CA were appointed as the auditor of Sin Limited, a construction company. During the audit, CA Mini, a partner, noticed the following. Company has several ongoing projects, but only selected projects revenue have been reported. Several expenses are either missing and are handwritten and lack proper authorization. Company has charged a depreciation method from SLM changed to WDV without any disclosures. Can you say what to write from chapter 1? Very good. See, don't be misguided by seeing responsibility, scope of audit. Now wait, I will say how to present. Give me 2 minutes. This will be like 4 marks. Can you put a heading? And tell me a heading. Heading doesn't have any mark, just for presentation. What is the heading you're going to put? Scope of audit. Then, how will you start? As per essay 200 on overall objective, write the name. Just one intro sentence. What is the intro sentence? In audit, auditor gives the reasonable assurance. Reasonable means it's a high level, not absolute. Just one sentence. Then you write, following are the scope of audit. The scope of audit, how many points are there? 4 points. Okay. Coverage of all aspects. That you have to explain in full sentence. Coverage of all aspects. Then relevant and sufficient reliable information, evidence, then adequate disclosures, and finally expressing the opinion. Now guys, this is the part where you have to elaborate. This sentence is only one sentence. Introduction is only one sentence. Here you will elaborate. Then you write. After this elaboration, you write. It's like conclusion. Okay. Therefore, keeping in mind above, keeping in view above, keeping in view above. Above means whatever you have written. Management contention valida, invalida. Management said don't see all these things. Keeping in view of above, management contention is not correct. Now don't stop. I've asked students, even the conclusion should be a small para. Add why it is not correct, support and write. What are the 3 matters which happened? First one was something was missing. Revenue was not recorded. Other something missing. So you write omission, unauthorized vouchers, missing invoices, changes in the methods not disclosed. All these falls within the scope of audit since it affects FS presentation. Can you acknowledge? Usually students will conclude by saying, therefore contention is not valid. Even the conclusion should be a para. Keeping in view of above, management is not correct. Why not correct? Because the above things falls within the scope since it affects the FS. But your main body, answer body is this one. Can you reply whether you understood how to write, where to elaborate, how to conclude? If possible, with the same pen itself. Underline essay 200. Underline this. Okay. Should I wait or can I proceed? Chalo? Oh, then why are you... Next question, I'm not interested, guys. That's a direct question. If you want, you read and say the answer. It's a revision only. Direct question. You say. Read the last sentence. Explain the benefits of adequate planning of audit in FS. If you want, you can read above. Rishu is appointed as auditor of manufacturing with complex chain, locations, etc. Some article assistance, etc. to ensure audit risk is reduced to a low level. Developing the plan. What are the benefits? Can you say which chapter? Asking no point because they themselves have written chapter 2. Chapter 2, which essay? Very good. Essay 300. Strategy, plan, preliminary engagement activity. Now, can you say, someone saying 6 points and plan? That's right. Very good. But can you say how to present? Even though it's a direct question, can you guide me how to present? Put a heading. One or two sentence, Shifanas. In my material, I've given that. If you're asking about this, I said, I've given in my material, one or two sentence. Okay. Okay, put the heading, benefit of planning. Now, how will you write? As per, and I say 300, one sentence, planning an audit of FS. Auditor shall plan the audit to conduct the audit in an effective and efficient manner. Here, just one sentence is enough. Don't elaborate. Just one sentence. Intro. Now, directly come to what they have asked. Following are the benefits of planning. Sandra, you were saying correctly, no? Those 6 points, Kuta. Can someone say, in a flow we have learned. If you have class notes, you take and see. First, proper selection of engagement teams. Write in full sentence, a proper selection of engagement team members who are competent and capable. Once you have selected, you have to organize and manage the engagement team. Once you have organized and managed, direction and supervision to the engagement team to conduct the audit. Now you will, once you direct them, you will coordinate, proper coordination of the team. Then, if you do like this, audit can be done in a timely manner. All the problem can be resolved. And one more, giving attention to all important areas. The material itself, it's only one sentence. Just write in full sentence. That's it. So guys, can I stop it here? Or can I conclude with a sentence? They have asked, no, to ensure risk is reduced to acceptable low level, they want to plan. So conclude, no, you're writing a professional exam. So conclude, therefore, proper planning assist the auditor in reducing the risk to an acceptable low level. Just give a conclusion. Therefore, a proper planning helps the auditor to reduce the risk to an acceptable low level. So here should be the elaboration part. Hello. Can we proceed? Of course, sir. Where to proceed? Dinner? Yo. Da. Chapter 3, risk assessment and internal control. Which essays are there? Essay 315, 330, 320. Other than this, 2 topics are there. General topics. Internal control is there. One more topic. Automated environment. This is a very indirect question. Actually, this question is related to essay 500 also. Let me see who all will answer. Can you read and reply? During the audit of Apex Limited, auditor plans to place reliance on the internal controls related to the revenue recognition process, which appear well designed based on preliminary assessment. However, due to materiality of revenue, inherent risk of overstatement, auditor concludes that more persuasive evidence is needed regarding effectiveness of control. Discuss the matters that may be considered in determining the extent of test of control. Not 315 actually. Yeah, it's there in 315, 330. Eda Kuta, test of control Harish. Is it RAPA, FAPA? Others, can you reply? They are asking about test of control. Is it risk assessment procedure or further audit procedure? Further audit procedure. So is it essay 330 or 315, Harish? 330 actually. Then we would have studied in class along with 500. 500 there is RAP, FAP. So they've asked as a common topic. So you need not quote essay as such. They have asked you as a common topic only. So guys, start with the heading. You need more persuasive evidence about control. What is the meaning of word persuasive? There are three words. Many of them confuse. Persuasive means convincing. Very good. Pervasive means overall, fully affected. 705 we say. Corroborative means supporting. One more word is there. Commensurate. In Caro we hear. Commensurate means proportional. Persuasive, convincing. Pervasive, fully affected. Corroborative, supporting. Commensurate means proportional. So guys, we need more persuasive evidence regarding the control. So more TOCR, less TOCR. Right? If you want more convincing about evidence about control, more test of control are less are more. Through that, you need more dash evidence. If you want to be more convinced, you need more reliable evidence. So guys, that sentence I'll write. You put a heading. Extent of test of control. Okay. Now, when more dash evidence is needed, more what? More persuasive audit evidence is needed of internal control. What? Increase test of control and increase reliance on control. Now, in determining, following should be considered. Anyone? No one? What are the things to be considered? Eda, Harish, for determining that, what all are the factors? Just take purchases. Can you say one control in purchase? Anyone? Can you say a control in purchase? Purchase invoice should be properly authorized, or purchase order should be properly authorized. Invoice checking is test of detail, Sundar. Purchase order should be properly authorized. Is it only one purchase order or all? Tell me, is it only one purchase order or all? All. So first thing is, you have to check the frequency of control. Very good. Whether the control is frequent. Frequency of control. Second, length of time. Whether the control is operating. Time. Length of time. Then, whether there is any deviation in control, whether there is any deviation. If no deviation, how much you can rely on it? Relevance and reliability on control. And how much audit evidence you obtain. These are the factors you will keep in mind when you are seeing the how much TOC to do. Hello. Can you reply whether you heard? Mark that as important. Other questions, all you said correctly. This only one girl was saying, others were all silent. Frequency, and I learned now frequency, length, deviations from that relevant, reliable evidence, relevant and reliability of control, and evidence obtained. And unless all replies, I won't proceed. If I proceed after next question, 2 minutes rest. After rest again, next question. You. No, all have to reply. Well, you should have all the fun. I will also have fun. Array. Yeah. I mark that as important. Okay, and the next question, can you start reading? You'll like the next question. Bold Limited supplies Navy uniform across. We said now we will read the last first. Sufficient and appropriate audit evidence regarding the existence and condition of inventory. How is the auditor supposed to deal when attendance of physical inventory is impracticable? Now read. Bold Limited supplies Navy uniform across the country. Company has 5 warehouses at different locations throughout India and 4 warehouses are at the borders. The major checks are generally supplied from the borders. Bold Limited appointed the auditors to conduct the audit. Physical counting conducted throughout but could not conduct at the borders. Can you reply which essay? Inventory, na? Inventory means it is essay 501. CARO is also there. This is like procedure. And when you hear about inventory, what all will come to your mind in auditing? Hello? AS2 will come. Essay 501 will come. CARO clause 2 will come. But what when to write? That's all. That also will come, Kota. AS2, Schedule 3. What when to write? If a question is regarding valuation of inventory, AS2. CARO is reporting requirements. Audit procedure, audit evidence they are asking means it's essay. Here they are asking you how auditor will do, what evidence procedure. So 501. Can you acknowledge whether you understood that? Now, can you say how to present the answers? And how to present the answers? Can you say? How social? Okay. Now you write the heading. Heading, what heading? Audit evidence regarding inventory existence and condition. 2 questions we have asked. First is general. Now, first is general question. How will you obtain evidence? Now start as per essay 501. Auditor should obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence regarding existence and condition. For that, auditor will be an. Hello, you will be an. You will be an attendance as an observer at physical counting. In that, you will do 5 things. When you go and observe, what will you do? Evaluate management procedure. Then observe. Nitya, can you say in that flow, Kuta? observe, then inspect, test count, and analytical procedures. Or you can perform other procedures also, whether inventory is accurate. This is the answer to the first part. Second part is, there was some border issue in the border. So how will you attend? You can't attend, no. There was impracticable. Because of safety reason, you can't go. So what procedure you will do? And if it is impracticable, and that you have to additional alternative. And I wanted idli, I did not get idli, so eat dosha. Something else, no. It's not additional, it's alternative. So because of the safety reason, border issued, because of the safety reason, you can't go. So in such case, you remember that sentence, matter of difficulty, time and cost involved. Matter of difficulty. One sentence is there, no. Matter of difficulty, time and cost involved is not a valid basis for omitting a procedure for which no alternative. Here, since you can't go, you should go alternative audit procedure. If not possible, you can't do alternative. Then what will you do? You will modify. Modify essay 7, not 5. So this question has two parts. This is A part, this is B part. Hello, are we clear? And can you reply? Already I think 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. Can I discuss one more question, then give you 2 minutes rest? Because chapter 4 has 2 questions. Ayyo, sorry. Ayyo, Eda, please give me a proceed, na. Achocho. I was thinking only one question in chapter 4. Okay, thank you. It's a very easy question. CA Remy is appointed as an auditor of ASI Private Limited. During the audit, she decided to use various procedures to gather evidence as such. Now, identify and explain the type of above mentioned procedure in accordance with relevant essay. Say audit procedure. Which essay actually? Inquiry, inspection, those techniques, procedures. Essay 500. See here, various procedures are there. Will you keep on writing for every question essay 500, essay 500, essay 500 for all the 5? No. You write essay 500 only once. So how will you present? Put a heading, audit procedure. How will you start? As per essay 500 on audit evidence, you write the objective. Objective of audit was to obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence to form a conclusion on which opinion is based. Class. Over. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now can you say 1. While verifying the fixed asset, she examined the factory equipment and verified the presence of each item. Which procedure? Examined, examined, examined. The word examination is for which one? Very good, inspection. And I don't stop it here. Just write one sentence But one full sentence about inspection. Like inspection means examining of the records, documents. These records document can be in physical form or electronic form. Enough. That's it. One full sentence. Next. To verify company's accounts receivables, she directly sends balance confirmation to some of the customers. Sends. Come on, da. One essay itself is there. External confirmation. 505, that's right. Now, again, you write external confirmation is a direct written response to auditor by third party, either in physical form, electronic form, or any other media. Next, CA Remy examine the purchase invoices, contracts, authorization, records to assess validity of payments and approval process. Let's repeat. Examined. Examined means what? Again, inspection. But still, you have to again explain. Explain, huh? Then, she independently performs bank reconciliation that was originally carried out by the accounts department. She again performs reperformance. I have to explain regarding reperformance. Huh? What is reperformance? It is individual execution of the procedure. Okay, can you read the last one? She checked the accuracy of depreciation. Depreciation. It is recalculation, meaning checking off arithmetical accuracy. And see in the presentation, you just wrote essay 500 once. But when you come to each, you're explaining in 1 or 2 sentences. That's enough. There are totally 20 questions are there in descriptive. In that, we have finished. 20, how many I finished? I think we started with 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5 questions are finished. Only 6 more to go. You understanding how to present, how to write, where to elaborate, how to conclude? There is no point in me showing the RTP and simply saying and going alle. So, can you take 2 minutes rest? Sharp 2 minutes, huh? Come on, come on, come on. Time up, 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 time up. Whatever is our language, we will take session only in auditing language. So, our English. Come on. And please keep supporting. Only 6 more questions. After that, wait up. Okay. Can you say chapter 5? Items in FS. They are asking regarding the assertions only here. You remember assertions? Assertions with respect to P&L account, assertion with respect to balance sheet. Okay, we'll discuss directly. Identify and explain the assertions that auditor will check by performing the following audit procedure. Okay. The employee benefit expenses recognized during the periods relate to the current period only. And before that, I think I have to revise that. Can you say what are the balance sheet caption assertions? Take a furniture. First, what is the first assertion in furniture? Balance sheet existence. If the furniture is in existence, whether it belongs to us, what? Rights and Why am I alone here? Rights and obligation. Then the amount, amount is called as valuation, allocation. Now it should be properly shown. Jagan, I'm coming, Kutta. It should be properly shown in balance sheet, presentation and disclosure. Nothing should be omitted. In the balance sheet, it should be full. Nothing should be omitted. So, completeness. All the assets and liability of current year, it should come in the current year. Cut off. These are the main assertions in balance sheet as per chapter 5. Now, regarding the P&L captions, can someone support? P&L take an item. Salary. And for balance sheet, you say amount of value. Value. Here you say accuracy or measurement. Accuracy or measurement, you say. Now, in balance sheet, you say it is ours. Rights and obligation. In P&L, it's occurred. Nadanchu. It has taken place. Occurrence. Now, if salary of current year, outstanding salary you will add, prepaid salary you will less. Is it correctly? Now, outstanding salary add, prepaid salary less, cut off. Now, proper classification. Nothing should be omitted. Completeness. That's it. So, guys, did you get a good small recap? Okay, so now can you directly come and say the answers? I will guide on how to present. See here, no presentation, directly identify and explain. So for each you will explain. So put a heading, FS assertion. Now directly start. Employee benefit expenses recognized during the year relates to the current year only. Employee benefit expense means P&L, belongs to the current year. May I know which assertion? Belongs to the current year in P&L. It is cut off. Jagan, current year order belongs to current year. P&L. Occurrence means taken place. They have asked current year only. Year, period they have asked. So it is cut off. So first one is cut off. Now you will explain. The auditor will check the cutoff to ensure whether all the expense incurred during the period belongs to the current year. 1 or 2 sentences you have to explain. Jagan, you understood? You have to explain in 2 sentences. Huh? Next. Employee benefit expense in respect of all personnel. And in class also, I think I've said, when the word all comes, Nitya, you're correct. When the word all comes, it is usually completeness. So you have to explain, auditor will check the completeness assertion to ensure that all transactions are recorded, meaning nothing is omitted. So you have to explain in 2 sentences. Next. These two are P&L. All the inventory held by the entity on behalf of the another has not been recognized as part of the entity. See, inventory is basically an asset. Kutash, Shamsul, inventory is not an asset. Asset. It's basically an asset. Okay. So asset means it is balance sheet. So the inventory shown in Rudra, And I'll say in Tamil Malayalam, listen, നമ്മളുടെ ബാലൻസ് ഷീറ്റിൽ കാണിച്ച ഇൻവെന്ററി നമ്മളുടെ ആണ്, വേറെ ആരുടെയും അല്ല. നമ്മ ബാലൻസ് ഷീറ്റിലെ കാട്ടുന്ന ഇൻവെന്ററി നമ്മളോടതാ, വേറെ ആരോടെയും അല്ല. The inventory shown in our balance sheet belongs to us only, it does not belong to others. Telling I don't know guys to say. Completeness means left off da. It belongs to us, our inventory. It is rights and obligation. Mark it as important. Okay. Did you understand? Many mistake happened. Can I proceed? Last one. Recorded sales represent goods which were ordered by valid customer and dispatched and invoice in the period. Sales na? Sales. Sales means which item? P&L. Valid sales. Valid. That has taken place. P&L account valid. Just say occurrence. Okay. So answer is, fourth one is occurrence. Auditor will check the occurrence to ensure that the sales that has taken place pertains to the entity. You have to explain in 2 sentences. Explain, huh? The assertion is very important. Hello, can I continue? See guys, chapter 3 we said. Chapter 4, which are the standards? Basically, a lot of standards are there in chapter 4. Chapter 4, let's say 500, 501, 505, 510, 520, 530, 550, 610. Chapter 5 is other than essay. It is items in FS, P&L captions, balance sheet captions, disclosures. Essay content as such is not there. Now coming to chapter 6, audit documentation. Makla Chalon, can you read the question? Audit documentation. Essay. 230. Already we have discussed 230 in the MCQ. So directly I'll come to the answer. No revision. So can you say? Discuss the factors on which form and content of documentation depends. Above it's like a story. Partner, assigned, small, large business. So what are the factors? Very good. There are 7. Very good. 7 points. It's a direct question. How will you write? Put a heading, audit documentation. Now, as per essay 230, audit documentation includes audit procedure, audit evidence, audit conclusion. Form and content of audit documentation depends on following factors. Can we say the factors as a part of revision? Anyone helping? First, it depends upon the Infosys documentation and Puttu Limited. Small company, Puttu Limited. See? It depends upon the size and complexity of the entity. Then, nature of what we perform, audit procedure we perform. Risk identified. Significance of evidences obtained. Exceptions identified. Exception means difference. Need to document. The last factor I left off. Auditor may use CAT tools, Excel, Audit methodology and tools. Here, no need to conclude. Directly finish off like this. No need to conclude. You want me to add anything? So that's the smallest chapter, chapter 6, essay 230. And unless you reply, how I know whether you guys are following? Can we proceed to chapter 7? Chapter 7, completion and review. What are the topics covered there? Essay 560, subsequent events, 570, going concern, 580, written representation. Then 450, this one, what you call 700 series, not in chapter 7, Kuta. 450 evaluation, 260, 265 communication. Now, can you read? During the audit of Christ Limited for the financial year ended, the auditor CAZ was in the progress of finalizing the report. The engagement partner emphasized that CAZ shall perform procedure designed to obtain evidence. All events occurring between the date of FS and date of audit report that require adjustment or disclosure have been identified. What audit procedure in accordance with SA 560 should be performed? To identify the events between the date of FS and date of report. Now, can you say which essay? Easy only. Don't show law of diminishing marginal utility. Come on. Essay 560. In 560, there are 3 timing. First timing is FS and audit report. Second, after audit report. Third, after issued. Which timing? Between FS and reporter, after audit report, before issuer, after issue of report to users. See, they say very clearly, it is only in the process of finalizing. So first, between FS and audit report. Now, what procedure you will perform to identify? 4 or 5 procedures, 5 procedures are there. Can you say how to present? And then 4 procedures also. Come on, Chelno, Makle, come on. Put a heading. Audit procedure for subsequent events. Now, as per essay 560, you can write the objective. Auditor should obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence whether events between FS and audit report are either properly adjusted or other word I left off. Adjusted or, very good, adjusted or disclosed. Then, adjusted or disclosed. Then, auditor shall design and perform the following procedure. What a procedure, you know? First, enquiry of management and TCWG. Then obtaining written representation. Third, reading the minutes book. Fourth, reading the latest interim FS. And last, Nandana, you can say now, obtain understanding of management procedure. You can stop it there. No need to write in the given. If you want, you can write. Therefore, in the given case, since it is before the date of audit report, following above are the procedure. You can conclude. So conclude. Keeping in mind the above case, between the date of FS and audit report, follow above are the procedures. Hello. Where? 17, 18, 19, 20. Over. Let us say proceed, no? Others? Okay. Auditors do not, in our audit report chapter, which all standards are there? Essay 700, 701, 705, 706, 710, and two more, 600, 299. That's right. Okay. Auditors do not issue always unmodified opinion. In some cases where there are material misstatement or limitations, obtaining evidence, a modified opinion may be necessary. Discuss the types of modified opinion. Explain how this will be based on materiality and pervasive. Such a simple question. How many types of modified opinion? You're asking you to directly explain. 3. But my thing, qualified, adverse, the last one I left off. Qualified, adverse, and disclaimer. My thing is, how will you present this and what are you going to write? Can you say that? See, you can give a heading modified opinion. Which essay? 705. As per essay 705, modifications. Auditor, in how many cases he will modify? 2 cases. Auditor will modify in 2 cases. Material misstatement and unable to obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. Now, auditor will evaluate 2 things, materiality and one more very important phrase, pervasiveness. Now you will explain about qualified, adverse, disclaimer in detail. This is where you have to elaborate. No need of conclusion, no need of in the given case. And again we proceed 18, 19, 20. Hello, guys. Quick. Chapter 9. Audit of different types of entities. 14, 15 audits are there. Government audit, local body. Then cinema, hotel, hospital, education, club, charitable, NGO. Then sole proprietor, firm, LLP, hire purchase, leasing, cooperative society, trust. Whew. And see what question they have asked. Very simple topic they have asked. You are appointed as the auditor of Shine and Co. firm. During your review, you observed that appointment was informal, not documented. Firm started new business activity which was not covered. Major decisions were made without record. As an auditor, briefly explain the matters you should especially consider while auditing the accounts of the firm. There are those who have our class notes. I've said in class, in partnership audit, this is the only question which is repeatedly asked. This and advantages of firm. Can someone guide what you have to write here? Hello, all of you went? Why in essays you guys were strong? Very good. Those 7 points. What are the 7 points? Anyone guiding me? No one will guide. Nandana? First one. First you have to verify the letter of appointment. Appointment letter should be signed by all the partner. Correct, Nitya? Next one. You have to read the other book, no. Read the partnership documents like the minutes book, etc. Partnership documents. Then you will see the objects of partnership. Objects means you will see the deed. Documents means minutes book. Then you will verify the books, whether tax provision has been made, tax provision. Then whether profit has been properly distributed, division of profits. You should protect the interest of all partners, mutual interest. So directly put a heading, matters to be considered in audit of a firm. This you put heading and write in one sentence each. Hello, acknowledge. And only 2 more questions to go. With that, our September 25 RTP is done. Next one is a good question. Not so tough. Easy, only just think and say the answer. Bank audit. Messrs. JKL Associates CAs are the auditors of IBS Bank Limited for the financial year. During the audit, they observed the following. 5 lakh relating to short-term crop where installment was overdue for one crop season. And for a agricultural advance, how many types are there? 2. Short-term, long-term. Short-term, when it will be NPA? If it is outstanding for more than. Very good. If it is outstanding for more than 2 crop season. Long-term NPA if outstanding for more than 1 crop season. Here, it is only outstanding for 1 crop season. NPA, PA, and it is outstanding only for 1 crop season. So this is PA. Now, 5 lakh interest. PA means interest is which basis? Accrual or cash. Performing means it is accrual basis. So can you recognize 5 lakh in P&L account? Answer is can recognize 5 lakh in P&L. Okay. Can you reply whether you understood? Since it is agricultural advance. Now come to the next. The amount of 7 lakh relating to the advance guaranteed equally by Government of India and Government of Tamil Nadu, where installment is overdue for more than 6 months. At a 7 lakh, half is by Tamil Nadu government, state, half is by central government, meaning 3.5, 3.5. This is interest income. Can others also reply? See, Jagan, there is a thing, Kutta. Since it is guaranteed by central government, performing or non-performing arm, can you reply? Earlier also in MCQ we did. Since it is guaranteed by central government, it is performing. Nandana, central government guarantee ആയതുകൊണ്ട് it is performing only. However, income will be on what basis? Cash basis. Meaning, it will not be recognized. For asset classification, it will be performing. Income will be only on receipt basis. Those who have our notes, please take and say exact point I will say in advances, fourth point. I've given 21 points or 22 points. In that fourth point, for asset classification, it is PA. However, income recognition, it will be NPA, meaning cash basis. Meaning, you won't recognize the income at all. Here it is anyway NPA only. Can you reply? So how much income will you recognize? How much income will you recognize? Income to be recognized is only 5 lakh. See, Jagan, even though guarantee is given by central government, you say performing or non-performing? You say. Para, is it performing or non-performing? Since it is guaranteed by central government, asset is performing. But income will be recognized only on cash basis. That's RBI norms. Exact point is there. So you can't recognize the income. Even though it is central government, you can't recognize the income. But you will ask them to show it as PA. That's separate. But others, can you reply whether you understood? Since it is central government, asset classification is performing. Income will be only on cash basis. But if you have any doubts, there's a YouTube video in my YouTube, Advances Audit. In that also, fourth point or so, I guess. Class note, fourth point I remember. In my YouTube video, check out this point I've explained. Others also, can you reply? Time is running, guys. So how much income can you recognize in P&L? I've already explained both the point. Income to be recognized in P&L is only 5 lakh. Here, out of this, Tamil Nadu government will be PA, the government, Tamil Nadu government backed advance will be PA and PA. That will be NPA. Central government guaranteed advances will be Central government advance will be classified as PA. State government guaranteed advance will be NPA. And I have observed one thing, you guys are replying well for essays. Other topics also please concentrate. Okay, guys, last question. Your area. At a last topic, ethics and terms of engagement. What are the standards which are covered? Essay 210, 220, SQC1. See, bank audit at times they ask many questions. So it's a risky topic. Learn well. CA Rohit is conducting the audit of Taste Limited food production for the last 2 years. Before commencing the audit, he observed that the company has undergone a major shift. The company is now in the subject of new regulatory reporting requirement. These development at present the time were not present at the time of accepting the engagement. Rohit is of the view that there is no need to issue new engagement letter. Examine whether his viewpoint is correct. Can you say which standard? Engagement letter, Makla. Come on. Engagement letter, da. Engagement letter. Essay 210. As per essay 210, what was the name? Agreeing on the terms of agreeing on the terms of audit engagement. Okay, agreeing on the terms of audit engagement. Auditor shall issue an engagement letter for common understanding. One more point is there, na? Common understanding and to state the preconditions. For recurring audit, do you need an engagement letter? You need to revise the terms in those 8 cases. And I'm not writing the 8 cases. Remember 8 cases? Changes in senior management, nature, size of the entity, significant change in ownership, changes in law, regulatory requirement, blah, blah, blah. Can you reply in the given case? New letter needed, not needed. They say there is changes in new line of business, shift in the major shift. There is new regulatory. So new engagement letter required or not required? Required. So you're right. In the given case, there is two things. Regulatory changes there, major shift in the business. Therefore, new revised engagement letter is needed. Therefore, contention is not valid, not correct. He has to send revised. Smile. Da 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 da. Come on. Our RTP discussion is over. No, why like this? Can you reply? How was it? What about others? Okay, guys. So that's it, guys. About the RTP. Keep going. And yes, I'll put the details also. Okay.